my creatives, and welcome to a new video. So today I want to do a junk journal with me, and I have this amazing idea. I thought of it last night when I was laying in bed, so I was super excited to start crafting today. I am going to create an envelope with a specimen card attached to it onto a journal page, which is interactive. It's going to be super cool. So first of all, I want to show you what I'm going to use. I have this kit from Tracy Fox. Love junk journals on Etsy, and it's called Exhibit Botanical Specimen Ephemera. So I'm going to use this envelope. This is her whole kit. I haven't fussy cut it so you could see it. These are her specimen card things that I'm going to use today. And then she also included some amazing labels in this kit. Some more amazing stuff, amazing pockets. And then she added these for putting in her specimen cards, but I'm going to do something else that was inspired by Margaret from Seven Plaza, and then do my own thing. So that is what we are going to do today. I am not going to work in this junk journal because you do need a page where you have both sides still blank. I don't have that anymore in this one, which is also a good sign because, well, you know, it's filling up, it's getting pretty chunky, and I'm almost done with this journal. So I already grabbed my next journal. It's not closed anymore, which is going to be this one. This is going to be my next journal. I will zoom you out a little bit so you can properly see my next journal. It's a bit bigger, I guess. Yeah, and it's very botanical. So the last journal I had was very neutral. This one is very botanical. And once we have created our ephemera piece, we are going to find a page in this journal who actually has all the pages still blank on both sides, because that is what you need. You need to have both sides blank of a page. So I don't know which page we're going to pick yet, because I haven't created my ephemera piece yet. I always like to do that once I have created my thing, but I do know what I want to create. So first of all, I am going to use two of these. So I'm going to use this one on the back and this one on the front, or definitely this one on the back. Or do I just want to have... No, I like this one. Okay, so I want to have this one on the back. The beauty of digitals is you can print them over and over and over again. So yeah, I love digitals for that. Then I need the big envelope that Tracy has. Is there something else I already know I want to use? No, I don't know if I want to use anything else right now. Probably will want to use more of this kit, but for now I definitely know I want to have that. So I'll put this aside. Then I also need something to line the envelope with. And am I doing this? Yeah. This is a book page I cleaned my stencil on. I used the stencil with some Distress Oxide 1 stain, and I took a baby wipe, put my stencil in here, and I just cleaned it, and now I have this cool pattern. That's what I do with my book pages and stencil, and then I use them again. So I probably will use this, I'm not sure yet. But first of all, I am going to cut this out, then I will be back, and I will also cut these windows out. And once I have done that, I will be back and show you what we are going to create. That is super cool, what I thought of, and it was so amazing. Okay, I cut these things out, I inked them up. I also already folded the envelope because, well, I don't think you need to watch me fold an envelope. I just folded it and I used my bone folder to score it. That's it. Now for some exciting things. So I want to create this specimen card, and I want to have these two backed to each other. So you can see the front and the back. Then it means that I probably also should ink a little bit on the inside. But let's do that. I will take the back side of this to ink a little bit on the inside, because you can never cut everything perfectly straight, right, or the same, because they're two different panels, but I do want to have them back to back. So I'm just going to fix that by inking a little bit. But I don't feel like perfectionism and cutting them perfect. It's not necessary. It's just a little thing in my journal. So I should have thought of that before. But now you see how I fix this problem. I just ink a little bit, and then it is brown colored and nobody will notice. Okay, I use Distress Oxide one stain, by the way. So now these are also ready. I also grabbed my piece that I maybe want to use on the inside of the envelope. So now for some exciting things. This one will be the back, this is the front. And I want to use a clear window. Now, you can buy the expensive acetate. I have this sheet protector thingy sheet for documents in your folders. That's what I use. It's not perfect. There are holes and tears in it, and it's damaged and crooked and all those things, but I don't care. If you take better care of them, they will look nice. So you can also use this if you would like. I don't really take good care of it, so mine is, yeah, a bit damaged, but it's okay for what I'm actually doing. So I will just cut a piece out. I will cut it a bit bigger now. And I will cut it to size with this hole in my hand, because that way I can see better. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. So I think that is the most important thing. Now, this is my piece of paper. Let's see if I can make a little mark on where I should be doing a little snip. Oh yes, something here, and then about here. Yeah, let's do little snips. I will cut off this piece. Also, this all doesn't have to be straight because you're going to cover everything up. It just needs to fit into the specimen card. And you have a little and you also need a little gluing edge so that you can glue this piece on to the back side. But like I said, it doesn't have to be all straight and perfect because we will not see a thing. Once it fits inside this window, we can figure out what we want to stick on top. I have these clear stickers, and this part is inspired by Margaret from Seven Plaza. She uses these clear acetate stickers as well on these specimen windows, and I really liked it. But because it's a pretty small window, I will put my window on the side because I can look at it like this. I don't know which flower I want to, which plant I wanted to use. So let's pick that out together. And I just use my window as a reference. Does it help if I put something under it? I don't know. Let's see. I use my window as a reference to see if I like something, but I think all of these are too big. So I'm not sure. I will put these aside because I also have these colored ones, but I don't really feel the colored ones. But this cotton plant maybe. I'm not feeling the colors. I want to keep it a bit grungy, a bit vintagey. Maybe this one. That does look nice though. If you have a part of this plant. Okay, so I will keep that aside. That is an option. Then we also had this bigger one. No. No, this is too big. So I'll put these aside because they're mostly colors. And in this one I have my autumn ones, but also it's not autumn right now, so I don't feel like making an autumn specimen card. But I also have clovers in here, and I thought maybe those would look cool. So, putting these back, yes, because maybe this would look nice. And I can cut them apart so I don't have to keep it like this. I do think I like the green more than the brown. It just gives a bit of color. So I am going for the green. Now, where's my little plastic? Oh no, I told you to not lose it. And then I lose it myself. Of course I do. And because it is plastic, you also don't really see it. No! Oh, this is so typical me. I did find my piece that I cut off that I don't need. That's way too small. Okay. I will check if I can find my my window because it's pretty crucial for this part of the project. Okay, this is going to sound horrible, but I cut out a new piece because I lost mine. Don't do what I did, please. Don't lose your piece. So I cut out a new piece of that folder. And let's see. So if I'm going to put something in, of course, I want it to, if it's going to stick out, overlap on the inside of the specimen card. So it looks like it's inside. Okay, I have to put it in like this because this way it fits. Now this is a bit fiddly, I notice. But I will win. But do I want to have all of them? So I'm going to cut them from each other. So I can arrange them how I want to arrange them. Let's see. Put this one here. And this one over here. Do I like this? I think I do. Or do I just want to have the one? The one is also really cute. Or do I want to have two? I do really like this, I guess. But then, yeah, I think I go for this. So now I have to remember where I placed everything. Yeah, well, that is of course a bit of a thing. So I'm going to try something and you are going to try that with me. I'm going to grab a piece of washi. This very bright yellow washi. Going to stick it on here. So these stick now onto my little acetate. And now I'm going to try to pull off the backing a bit. What I usually do with these is I pull off a little bit of the backing and then I cut it off so I have time to put it on straight, flip it up and then pull off the rest. So I will just pull off a little bit of the backing. I succeeded. Oh no, it let go. Oh, but these two still stick to each other. So I usually, if you put off the backing, this is your backing, I usually just snip this off. And then I place my embellishment on the card. I believe it was something like this. now I had time to move it around a little, and then I can flip it up to take off the rest of the backing. And that is a lot easier than having this whole thing flippy floppying, and when it's stuck down, this is stuck down. So I prefer doing it like this. Let's see. Now we do the same for this one, and once I did, I will be back. Because no one needs to see me fiddle around with these things. Oh, this one's pretty easy, by the way. So I'm just going to stick this down. Yes. Perfect. Take off this washi. I am going to cut off the excess of this sticker. Okay. Now we have this and this, and now it looks amazing. I do take my bone folder to burnish it a little bit. So now it's properly stuck down. I can throw this away. I will leave keep of course this little clover somewhere else. Now what I want to do is I want to assemble my specimen card. And so I'm going to grab some glue. I use the Nuvo Deluxe glue. I'm going to add glue to these sides on the inside of this card. Check that you do have the front, of course, because this is going to be my front piece. Then I will place this here. Very nice. Oh no, 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 Kyra, you moved it. No, oh. Some glue, no. I need a baby wipe. Baby wipe to the rescue. I was doing so well. And then I smudged the glue onto this. Okay, baby wipe. Onesie. Yes. This is also why I wear onesies or my pajamas and not my nice clothes while crafting. Because I am a messy crafter. And I don't want to ruin my nice clothes. But this looks perfect. I love it. Then this one needs to be... This one needs to go behind. Yes, I'm so excited. Okay. Going to glue this one down as well. Also, this is the first time making this, so maybe we figure out some things together. It's easier to do a thing a certain way that I'm not doing right now. So let's see. I am going to assemble this. So I'm going to line these two up with each other. There's a link here over here. Yes. Okay. Using my bone folder so I won't rip anything again or move anything again to press it down. If I need to snip something off because there's still a white edge showing, I will. Or I will just add some more ink, I guess, because it's not very... I did a good job cutting, so I'm just going to add a little bit more ink. Okay, so our specimen card is pretty much ready. Of course I want to do some more decorating, but I will do that, I guess, on a later time. Because now I want to show you what the plan is with the envelope and the specimen card. The very cool plan, if I say so myself. I hope it works. I have not tried it out yet. So what I want to do is I would like to attach this to the envelope. My paper cracked a bit. In an interesting way. So it's a little bit interactive, and you could, you know, do things with it, I thought. And how I thought I wanted to do that was by using my crocodile and set eyelets in the envelope and in the specimen card, and then bind it together. So that is the idea. I hope you understand what we're going to do. I thought that would look very cool. So let's do that. But for that, we also needed our envelope to still be open. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to create that. Do I need to do the backing first? Because, let's see, this going to here. You will not see this. You will see maybe a bit of this, but I can just add some brown. Okay, we need a bit of backing, but I will also tell another thing about this envelope. We are not going to back the flap because we are not going to use the flap as a flap. The flap will be the hinge system for the envelope to be hinged on your page, and that is why you also needed that double page on both sides, because on the other side we are going to create a pocket out of this flap to stick something in. So first of all, we need just a piece in here that will cover up just enough so you don't see anything of the white. And I am going to use this. So stick my ruler. I would like to just have a bit of the text. And I usually rip my papers. I put it away in my scrap box, by the way. Usually rip my papers. Let's see. I think I want to glue it here. Of course, I'm also going to ink this. If we, just to be sure, I think this is big enough. So let's see. Is it? Yes, it is, right? It is, right? Is it big enough? Yes, it is. Okay. So rip here. I really hope that I'm not in screen again with my head. I seem to have a little bit of an issue with that at the moment. Because I also keep these scrappies for small stamping. Because I was used to not filming anymore, I like to be up close and personal with my projects. I put my face in them. Yeah, so I have to think about it again. So sorry if you still again see my head. But let's try it. Okay. So now I have this. I'm going to line up with the fold. I'm not going to glue it on the fold because, well, then you have to fold this again. It will be ugly. So I'm going to line it up with the crease of the envelope, but it's not on top of the crease. Having my fantastic glue stick. I hope it's finished soon. And then I have a second one still. But after that, we are done. Okay. I'm going to line this up, not with your head in the screen, Kyra. I was still with my head in the screen. How do I do this? Maybe I should just pull stuff closer to me. Sorry guys, if you see my head all the time. Okay. Now we have the envelope. And it is time. Yes, it's perfect. I love it. I thought I could fit in this card, but I cannot. So I have to find something else. Now we can glue everything together, I guess. No, we cannot. Oh, Kyra, you almost made a grand mistake. We have to attach our specimen card. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to take 2 paper clips. Or 1 big one. Can I do it with 1 big one? Because I want to have these holes, of course, at the exact same spot, so I can adhere it properly. But I also have to make sure that I'm not going to cut into the other parts of the envelope. Apparently, a big one works. 1 big one. I want my holes to be... going to take a pencil. If you do not have 1 big one, just take a piece of washi tape and just tape it on. That also works. I would like to have one of these holes here. And then one of these holes here, I guess. Do you see what I'm doing, or do you see my head again? Here and here. Yeah, good enough for me. Now, time for my crocodile. So let's take out the crocodile. I'm going to take the biggest hole because I only have eyelets for the biggest hole. And I am cutting or making my holes. So stick it in. Please, I would love if you would make it. Yes, of course you do. So I lined up with my hole. And then also on this side. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now we can take it off. And we have these 2 holes. What I would like to do is add eyelets to this and eyelets to this, because we're not going to attach this with the eyelets. I don't want to have that stuck on here. I want to do something else. So I'm going to do 2 sets of eyelets. And which ones are we going to use? I think I like this color. Yeah. And I have 4 of those. So now I'm just going to set in the eyelets on all the parts and then I will be back. Okay, I added the eyelets and now I will show you what we're going to do. So I want to attach this with this thread. And that's why we still need the envelope to be open. So I'm going to add the thread in here. I'm not going to attach my specimen card yet, simply because I want to decorate it, but I do want to know how big of a string I need, or kinda, because we need to add this inside before we close up the envelope. I think this is big enough, something like this. I think I need to cut it, but it's better. Yeah, we need this to be inside before we close up the envelope, and I would like to close up the envelope before I forget what I was supposed to do. So I'm going to add this, but now you can imagine if this is inside, this will be flopping around, and if I put something inside, it may stick to something, right? So what we are going to do is we're going to take some masking tape and we're going to tape over this piece of thread, but be sure to not tape over your eyelet holes, because then you will see the masking tape. So I maybe need to remove a piece, or yeah, I need to rip a little piece off, please. Okay, scissors then. Are we now okay? Okay, so this way you will not see the masking tape through. Now, the last thing we have to do is check where the holes are, and now this is white underneath. I also don't want to have that, but I know now that the whites of this are showing. So I'm also going to add a bit of walnut stain on these two spots. And now if I close it up, there's no white showing, so that's perfect. So this is in, ready for me to attach the specimen card. I can also still use the inside of the envelope without, you know, putting anything underneath this thread by accident. Okay, let's close up the envelope. And then we need a bit of glue on this side. I use, like I said, the Nuvo glue for this. Let's see if it will stick properly. I do have a laser printer though. So this is printed with a laser printer. Putting this up. But I really like the Nuvo glue. Do I need to add a bit? Oh yes, I should have. Can add a bit of extra glue. Now actually I also can see where my flaps will be, so glue enough. Now I know for sure it will be closed. Okay, this part is ready. Like I said, we don't have to do anything on the flap because this will be on the page and this will be on here. But if we put it on here, we can, you know, flip it open. We can flip it open this way, and it would be nice if we would decorate it a little bit or do some stamping. So I thought about maybe doing some stamping. I have the eccentric and the field notes here. Let's see. Maybe I should first look at field notes because this is actually, you know, a field notes kit. Also, maybe I should check at the rest of the kit if there is something that I would like to add, because there are some brilliant labels. Let's keep into consideration how this will look. There's some labels. There is some, I could add this inside, but I don't know if I want to add that inside. What do I want to add? Not quite sure, actually, to be honest, because we also already have this here. Maybe I want to add this label. So I will cut. I like to have everything pre-cut, but in this case I also wanted to show you the kit, and I didn't feel like going downstairs and cutting everything up before creating. So I hope you don't mind that I'm cutting out this label together with you. Yes, and then if we add this here, and this is around here. Yeah, okay, quick. Yep. Adding, we need some glue. Let's glue it on. I'm super excited about this. But now also, this was the idea that I had. Now we're going back into improv. So I don't know if I want to take a little break to figure out what I actually want to do. No, I don't want it that high. I want it a little bit lower. I guess around here, because this one will be here. Yes. Yes. Maybe, oh yes, I want to have this circle stamp here. With stamping, take in consideration that your your thread is already here. So if you're going to stamp something here, it will not work. So if you really wanted to do that, stamping something over there, you had to think of that before you put everything together. Like I said, I didn't make a one before. This is the one I am creating for my own journal. So I haven't figured out everything yet. Okay, I want to have this one. I want to stamp it here. Yes. Perfect. And then I love it that you see it through the window. That makes me super excited. I want to grab another label. These are also, the labels that I'm now going to grab are also Tracy Fox labels. But they are from different kits because I want to have a smaller one. A very much smaller one. Ooh, maybe some red because there's also red here. A very much smaller one. And I think I want to add it over here. Yes. I like that actually a lot. Do want to ink the edges of this one. So let's do a bit of inking. And then I don't want to glue on the window. But you will see it through the window. So what are we going to do on the other side? Okay, just in case I don't find anything to put on the other side, I will make this brown with my Distress Oxide. Or if I find something that is not the same size but smaller, then there is brown and not white on the back. Oh, you didn't see, I'm sorry. I made this brown with my Distress Oxide. Okay, let's glue. Yes. And I want to put it on here. I really, really like this. Okay. Do I want to have something else red? Let's see, it will be like this. Do I want to have something else red? Maybe over there. This tiny number? Or do I want to have it on the side? I want to have it here. I do think I like this. Yes, okay, same for this. So I'm going to make the back brown just in case I don't find anything to put on the back, because you have to take that in consideration, of course, because this is a transparency. And then I'm going to stick it here so I can add glue here and here. Right? No, did I do it wrong? Yes, I did do it wrong. Baby wipe to the rescue. Baby wipe. Yes, okay. No, I can put glue here and here. Sometimes crafting can be very difficult sometimes. Okay. Putting it on. Yes. I actually really like this. So what do we want to do on the back? Look, now there's just brown on the back. What do we want to do on the back? I would like this one. I would like to do some stamping. I will take my labels later on. Stamping. And I want to have a very nice big fat stamp over there and one over here. And I think I want to add this big bold number here with this one. And then I want to have on top, what do I want on top? I want agents and number, receipt number maybe, and or not. What do I want? Number. Yes, I like that. Name of remitter. Yes. Okay, I like this. So you can go back. Let's take my little stamp thingy. Stamping block. Please not your head in the screen, Kyra. Okay. Love it. Then I want to have this one. Ooh, but first, before I stamp that, do I want to add a label? Maybe one of these from the actual kit. Maybe also something with a bit of red. Maybe this one. So let's cut out. Also, with the labels, I'm using them now as a whole, but you don't need to. You can just cut them off if you would like. So maybe I'm going to do that with this one. Then I'm going to cut it off on a certain spot. Okay, first I'm not sure because I have to ink that again. And I want to see how it looks on the other side. So I'm going to stamp this first. Yes. I really like this number, by the way. I don't know, it's so aesthetic with the plus inside. And I'm going to stamp this, but I'm going to off stamp a little. Oh yes, I like that. Yay. Then first, then next. No, first, next. I need to take some more of this distress oxide. And I need to make this top piece brown. Let's see if it bothers me, if this is showing a little bit on the bottom, on the other side. Does it bother me? Does it bother me? I'll take my envelope. Let's see. Does it bother me? No, I don't think so. I don't think it bothers me. It will also not be on the whole part because I don't want to cover up the number. Yeah. Okay. So there is this small piece on the top that shouldn't have any glue. And also a piece on the side, but I can't remember how far. And I want to stick it here. Then I'm going to snip this off. Also, I always keep these pieces because maybe I want to add it somewhere else. So I always put that on the side, somewhere on my craft desk or my media mat. So I could take it if I wanted to. Then now we can stamp this cool stampy. And I want to have it here. Bam. Yes. That's it. Do I want to do something else on the back? Maybe I shouldn't have put that on my stamps. Yes, I would like to have maybe a tiny label over here. And also a red one. No, this is... I want tiny, but not that tiny. This one. 241. It does fit. It does fit perfectly on that spot though. No, I don't want to add another one on the bottom. But I do think that one fits perfectly. What do I think? I do like it. So now it doesn't matter if the glue comes onto the acetate, because I will stick it precisely where the other one is. I do, however, if I will not do it precisely, add a bit of brown on the back side, just in case. And for this, I am not going to use the glue stick. I'm going to use the Nuvo, because I think it sticks better to the acetate. Stick it down. Yes. Very nice. Now, do I want to add something else to this back? I don't think so. I don't even know how much you're going to see it. I do, however, want to stamp something more on the front. Because I haven't really stamped anything, right? On the front. So let's do so. What would I like to stamp on the front? I do have a few labels. I really like this circle one, but it's also already here. So I have to see if I like that. No. I will definitely not like having those two showing. So that is not going to work, but I do want to stamp something over there. Let's see. I also grabbed out eccentric. Does eccentric have something else? I know it's not field notes related, but maybe eccentric has something. There is another circle stamp, but I don't know. No, going back into field notes. What do I want to use? This one, I guess. The numbers. Then I would like maybe the filed. Filed. I want to have these numbers here. I don't know. Do I? I know I do want to have something over there. Let's see. I want to have these numbers here. Then I want to have filed over here. I do want to have something here. But what? I want to have this number. No. No. Do I want to use this one? I have not used this one yet. Form 3, 4. Why is this sometimes so difficult? Yeah, I'm going for this. Because otherwise I'm going to linger on this forever. And I also don't want to do that. Okay, number, beam. Yes, number. Filed, beam, filed. And then the form, beam. Oh yeah, I do like it. I do like it. Does it need any more Stamping. No, I don't think it does. I would like to add a big number in here. So I'm going for this one from the Field Notes set. And it fits perfectly just above the thread I did. If I misstamp it, then that's okay. Then that is what it is. But it fits perfectly. Yes. Now, for our cards. This looks perfect. I don't want to add anything here. I guess I'm just going to leave it. Yeah. Or are we adding this tiny label piece? See, this is why I keep these little label pieces even when I snip them off, because usually I can reuse them on the same project and it's just a little touch I need on a certain spot. Perfect. Because now it's not completely blank when you do look under. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Okay, it is time to put the specimen card on top of this envelope. So I added this. Now we are going to tie a, I don't know, a bow or a knot. And where do I want it? I think I want to have it here on top. You can tie it as firm or as loose as you want. Let's do a bow. It's a pretty big bow though. I'm not very good at tying knots or bows. I always do my best, but they, for some reason, they always turn out to be quite weird. I think this is pretty good. I'm going to cut this off now. I am. Okay. Good enough for me. Like I said, you can still, you know, flip it and see what is underneath. I did tie it pretty tight. But you could take it off and do something else with it if you would like. My journal. Let's go into my... No. Yes. And pick a page. Because we also need to do something with this side. Let's pick a page. This is my my journal. I will zoom out. Welcome to my messy desk. I made this a long time ago. I don't think I made a video for it. And if I did, then that's old Kyra and I will not post it or share it. I actually, I really like this. Oh, we also had to do something on the back, of course. Okay, I will figure that out. Once I picked out my page. Because this is how I think. I think it's pretty small. That is why I would have loved it in my other journal. Because there are perfect sized pages for that. It's a little bit smaller than this one. Although... it might look pretty cool on this one. I was so focused on brown pages that I totally forgot I have these smaller. I actually really like this. Yes, we are going to put it on this page. But this is how we're going to attach it to our journal page. I actually really love it. So you can take this off if you would like, or look underneath, which you probably will not. So we did some decorating just because of the sake of decorating. Then I would like to do something here. What would I like to do here? And then we flip it and then we're going to turn this into a pocket. So I'm going to glue it here and here. And then this is a... or to somewhere here. I'm not sure yet. And then this is a pocket or a tuck spot. You can add something to. I actually really like it. Okay, let me figure out what I want to do next with this page and this ephemera piece. Okay, I had a little play. I had a little play with eccentric and the Tracy Fox labels. So I think I know what I want to do with this backside. So this is what I figured out. Moving with my journal aside. And let's do this. So first of all, I'm going to stamp this one because I know I want to have this one here. I didn't stuck down the label yet, so we have to, yes, okay, yes. Actually, really liking that. Then I want to add the label there. I didn't stick it down yet, so I'm going to grab some glue and stick down this label. Then I thought this one would look really nice over here. So let's stamp that one, which perfectly fits. Oh yes, I already thought something like that might happen, but I'm okay with that because it's too bulky on the other side. Then this one I want to stamp here. Yes. Now it's not perfect, but that doesn't really matter, right? Because it's vintage and it's handmade. And it is what it is. So, putting back my stamps so I don't lose them. Then this will be on that side. Now, of course, I also want to do something on this flap. And I haven't thought of that yet. But let's do that together. What we should be putting on the flap. Maybe I should stamp this big field label. I don't know. Or this collect. Add a label under here. And maybe the identification check. And a number on top. Okay. Then we are going to stamp this one first because the other one I need to grab another stamp block. Going to stamp this one here. Perfect. Other stamp, bigger stamp block. And then this one here. Yes. Then I want a label over there. Yeah. Perfect. Also going to ink up these edges. Just a little, because I didn't cut all of them straight, and this is very brown. Collect. Then I also want to have something bigger over here. I will take that number stamp on top. Oh, why am I always with my head in frame? Yes. I like this. Okay. Moving everything aside. My journal page. if I would stick it down right now, would I like that? Because I thought we made these together. I thought I could put in this here. This one. So now it has a nice spot, but does my background page need anything else? Okay, so let's put it in the journal. I have decided to not do anything to these pages here and just leave them as they are. If I want to add something later on a later date, I will. But now I just want to add this, and how I'm going to do that is I'm going to use this tacky glue one. I'm going to add a strip of glue on the flap here. And a bit here. Maybe. I think this is the right amount of glue. Then I am going to take up my flap completely because I want to line it up around here. Flipping my page. Making sure that the folding line is on the other side. And then I'm scooching it in. Oh, so like this. So the score line is not exactly with the page, but just a little bit next to it. I think this is very well, because I thought of, I love this. I actually really love what we created. Really love it. Because I thought if this is here, I can add the tag we created here. And then this has a nice home. So maybe you do still want to add a bit of paper on the side of this flap, because maybe we'll see it a bit as a tuck spot. But I am very happy with this. So this is our project. I will leave it to dry. So yeah, I'm very happy with our project. I love it. I'm super happy with how this turned out. I will show you up close. There's also, of course, photos on my Instagram account if you want to look at it again. Super happy with this. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, until next time.